scholars, get your goddamn sub button in. What a freaking, don't make me. I don't know why I'm so aggressive. What did you guys do to me to make me so aggressive to you all? It's because you're not subbing. I don't know. A lot of you are repeat. Most of the statistics are repeat people. I think there is a good chunk that are in and out, which is fine. If you're not subbed, but you still watch the videos, gracias. I swear I'm Argentinian and I still don't know Spanish. I sound like a jackass. Anyways, you know who also sounds like a jackass? Before we jump into the video, I feel like this is just part of the, it's like a shame ritual with this channel. It's just a shame. Like, shame. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So the person we're shaming today is Mystic Gaming Achievements. Don't bother click on their profile. They have a dead game channel. Your fake as laugh is insane. Tone it down a bit. God. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me fix my laugh. I like sleeping with my cousin. Sorry, I was trying to sound like him. I am an asshole. Just by the way, I don't get upset by these comments. I just love to troll people like this. Bold of you to assume it's fake. Here's how to avoid the laugh. Fuck off. You could tell I just no F's given. It's definitely fake. You're not fooling in nobody, MF. The only thing fake is your subscribers. Good thing you stopped doing YouTube. Oh! You know, I'm so good at pissing people off. Mr. Gaming. Nobody wants to hear that fake BS, especially during a clickbait video. Did my constructive criticism hurt your feelings, little baby? Yeah, it hurt my feelings. Constructive criticism. Go back to school and learn what that is, kiddo. Yeah, learn what that is. What you stated isn't constructive. It's a subjective opinion backed by zero facts. Yeah, like it's my laugh. Like, who the fuck are you? Are you Jesus? Also, it's not a clickbait video. It's literally says tinfoil hat in the parentheses. It does. If you look over here, it says tinfoil hat. Like it's no exclamation mark. Like, this is a fact. It's literally just tinfoil hat. We're all on the same page, right? I know reading is hard for a Neanderthal. No, I'm just farming you. You're just too stupid to figure it out. And most of these people are. By the way, this person's clearly upset because it says Sony takeover. Sony wants Marathon and Bungie to fail. Tinfoil hat. And literally in the video, Joker's wearing a tinfoil hat. Just know I will farm you for these intros and I will troll you. It does not hurt my feelings to troll people. But what's not being trolled is whether actually these are troll weapons. All of Rights of the 9 weapons have been a freaking troll. So we're jumping right into it. You know, we got to do an intro because this video is going to be probably short anyways. Prophecy. You're watching this the day that Prophecy comes out in rotation for the Rights of the 9. I did a full comprehensive video, but just for you people who may have not seen that video and just want to know, hey, is Prophecy worth farming? Here it is. No. All right, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Bye. Oh, you're still here? Okay. Seriously. We're looking at the only weapon that's worth your bacon. And the only reason it's worth your bacon is because it's the only shotgun that has this combination. And it's not updated. Why is it not updated? That's because it's the wrong one. It's still the wrong... There it is. Okay, this combination. Thank you. 1-2 punch, trench barrel. I wish they would just get rid of the old ones that aren't even in the game anymore. Actually, the old ones are still in there. Never mind. So we have trench barrel and 1-2 punch shotgun, which is kind of an interesting combo, especially for Titans out there when you're just probably going to be punching stuff. At least with your shotgun, you're going to be doing a big chunk of damage and then meleeing, chunk of damage, meleeing. So you're not going to absolutely take advantage of, you know, blowing your load. I know people are like redirection and you might be able to pop something off with Discord redirection. Like it's feasible. Like it's not uncommon. Like I'm not going to take this into Grandmasters unless I'm using it for a melee build with 1-2 entrenched. Like that's the only reason I'd ever touch it, or if there's like a champion mod or anything like that. But you could theoretically, if you wanted to use shotgun as ad clear, you could, and then hit one big yellow bar with redirection. But I'm going to be 100. If I really want an ad clear weapon, I'm using destabilizing rounds, like Discord destabilizing rounds. Get a shot, shoot one thing, like it's a shotgun, it's aggressive, so it's going to do big boy damage. So it should kill anything, even in contest mode. If it's a thrall or whatever, you know, fallen, it should just instantly die. So ad clear is feasible. I don't know if I would use a shotgun for ad clear when we have sidearm rockets, which can be used for ad clear and damage against yellow bars, and they're very good ammo economy wise. But Discord's free. You know, if you're lucky enough and you're in a situation where you can get a guaranteed kill, Discord's free. Outside of that, I mean, like PvP, you can go threat detector, opening shot. If you like to slide on your ass, slide shot, which is pretty much what I think it already had anyways. Yeah, I mean, I have this role right here. I believe I have threat detector, opening shot, either a slide shot. It's all right. Aggressives just aren't meta. They're just not meta. They're not good. Precisions are still good until Bungie decides to change the meta, which they probably won't. I think they're done with shotguns. They're like, we're done. So yeah, that is this is the pinnacle weapon to chase. PvP, not so much. PvE, like the two roles is 1-2 punch. I definitely want trench barrel 1-2 punch because it's the only shotgun in the game that I know of that has this combination. And then Discord destabilizing rounds. I know people are there's like redirection, but redirection is a win later perk, and it's only good for big boy, and it's already an aggressive frame. So to me, it's like aggressive frames already hit hard. They might hit harder, but I'm going to go for, if I have to use a shotgun, I'm going to use it for destabilizing rounds, because most of the time I'm not using a shotgun for champions unless it's an exotic shotgun, or if I'm using it for utility, which is what I mostly will be using this for, especially on Titan. You can also use this on Hunter with the prismatic melee build. Warlock, sorry, you just kind of don't have anything overly easy to do in like contest mode or Grandmaster. Yeah, you can use it in like base raids and dungeons. You could have your I forgot what it is. There's two builds you can do. You can do the lightning shock build with this if you really wanted to do that. And then the other exotic, which gives you more damage as you get kills. I forgot what it's called. I'm sorry. Hunter and Titan are kind of like the melee dominators, so this is the only thing I care about. This is the most we're going to talk about in the video, by the way, because every other weapon is pretty down the hole. Gravity well, crossing over, it doesn't really matter. Gravity well is pretty good just for if you're using it for utility. If you're trying to use this in like PvP and maybe PvE, crossing over is all right. But for utility, gravity well is actually really good. You're essentially getting loot to shoot, or shoot to loot, with the utility of 1-2 punch and trench barrel. So you get that like a trio, which is kind of cool. The next weapon, Judgment. Man, I want Judgment to be good. Let me tell you, I want Judgment to be good, but it's really not. For PvE, I feel like Rhymestone is such a trap because we have such better. First off, this is a 140. We have Midnight Coup. We have Warden's Law. We have Fatebringer, which in my opinion is the best 140 in the game because of elemental honing and the fact that it builds with like multiple things, including stasis on its own. Then you have the new strand one. I forgot what it's called. The burst from Sundered Doctrine, which I think is not good. It may hit more damage overall, but I think the utility and strength that elemental honing and just the origin trait is better, in my opinion, for like prismatic on Fatebringer. That's me being biased though. But like I use Fatebringer even over my God roll Midnight Coup. But Judgment, like I would use all those hand cannons over Judgment. Like Judgment kind of sucks ass. The only thing it's got going for it is, you know, for stasis, headstone. And that's kind of what you want this gun for if you're going to use it. What does it do compared to other things? And it's stasis energy. So you could just go for the safe Rhyme Stealer headstone. It feels bad. So you could go for a double damage and go for a paracausal. I'm not a fan of paracausal. I feel like it's worse than like Frenzy, which I think this thing had and it removed it. But having headstone paracausal, if you're using this for stasis, you got that synergy, right? PvP, listen, it got its stats buffed. You could just go for the old reliable opening shot, keep away. But there's so many better 140s. You even like time, like if this is explosive, this would be better. Time payload's just bad. Like I still have my DFA. If anyone remembers what that gun is, I still have my God roll DFA, and I'm coping that one day it will be good, even though I know it's not. And it's just it's in depth and everything. But time payload's just bad. It's just bad. And precision instrument is just, why use this on Judgment when you could just use another one that has the same roll or better? And 120s are better in my opinion. And like your Adrenaline Junkie, you could go with Demolitionist Adrenaline Junkie, which it already has access to. If you want to go for a grenade build, like sure, you get that 33% on max grenade build. Like I'll be honest, that's kind of where I'm at for like PvE. PvP, like I said, is a miss to me unless you really want to use it. But Demolitionist, Adrenaline Junkie, and then Paracausal, Headstone. Unless you really want to go full balls deep into it, you could use Rhyme Stealer. I think Gravity Well actually works really well with this hand cannon, especially if you're using like Demolition Adrenaline. Unfortunately, I don't believe Demolitionist, when it reloads, does not activate Gravity Well. But if you're like having to reload in between trying to get your grenade back, this can help. Not overexcited, nothing to go home and be like, mom, I got a shiny. Yeah, it's not, I would not go out of my way. Relentless. Unfortunately, Relentless has the problem of 340s kind of suck in endgame. The 4 burst or whatever they're called, like Nullify, are the best pulses in the game. Like they are the best. And unfortunately, Strand has shit all perks. Like we have 2 different perks dedicated to severing. I'm sorry, I used Sever in day 1, Sunder Doctrine in contest mode. And to some degree I saw, especially when I was using a trace rifle because I was stuck on Xenotaph, I did see it help against like being melted by ogres, but it was such a minimal, it feels so bad. It's so minimal. I would never waste my time using this on a primary weapon. Maybe a utility weapon like a trace rifle. I'm already using it for utility to tag things for my team. I might as well tag and weaken them. And that's where I'm at. I would rather use a utility weapon and just kind of build more into utility. Whereas this is supposed to be an ad clear weapon. Generally, that's what your primary is supposed to be. Every Strand perk is garbage, including Hatchling. It is, if you use that in day 1, you are throwing. Now, something that does pique my interest is 1, it has Firefly, and 2, it has Elemental Honing. I'm saying I'm interested. I'm not saying this is the best because it's essentially bait and switch at 35% because it's still an element, which does suck. But Firefly gives you increase like max reload. Does Solar, which if it procs, it would build into Elemental Honing. So you have Strand and Solar. If you have like an arc weapon and then a Void, and I mean, you could have a Stasis subclass or something, you could literally instantly get Elemental Honing. This could be very interesting. Having that 35%, 30 to 35%, like anything, I think even 20% is pretty good. Because Frenzy, it lost Frenzy. And I think also Paracausal Affinity is like, what, 20 or something like that? Yeah, 20%. So just getting 4 stacks and you're already at the highest possible, like compared to other perks. And then 5 stacks, you're just winning. And again, I do think Gravity Well is fantastic with Firefly getting that max reload, which we look at the reload, it needs some love here. I do think the synergy is there with Gravity Well. Yes, with that synergy, you get this essentially, if you don't know, Firefly essentially has Outlaw built in, so it gives you almost like max reload. So you get your kill, you explode, get reload, Gravity Well activates. That's me. This is the only role that I give a shit about. What does it do that other guns don't do? Who gives a shit about utility? You should not be using, unless it's a healing auto rifle like Animanite, then sure, build into the utility. You want to have healing plus the sever. It's all about being support. This is not a support weapon. This is a add clear damage perk, like 340s. It's too slow. If I'm going balls to the wall, I'm going in for damage. PvP, 340 suck ass. I'm sorry, they suck ass. Bungie wants them nerfed, or sorry, people wanted Bungie to nerf them and they nerfed them, and now lightweights and like your BXRs are now god tier. Even though I think BXR itself is fine, it's adopted step brother that you wish didn't exist, because Redrix is just gonna murder the BXR, which hurts my soul because I love BXR and it was fine in its little zone until its brother came along and said, haha, I'm better than you, but we're both going down together, asshole. Sorry, mini rant. If you were gonna use this for PvP, the Head Seeker, keep away, man. That's just safe. Just safe. Desperado sucks ass. They nerfed it too much in my opinion. Closing time, if you wanna go priming, sure, prime away, question mark, but I don't think it's necessary. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Those are my thoughts. By the way, I'm doing this now. I am so sorry if it's been blasting this entire time. Listen, you can't complain about the Halo goodness. All right, we have the Prosecutor, worst for last, because I think I won't, and I'm not even joking. At least the other weapons have some roles that interest me. I would have rather had the SMG come back than the Prosecutor, because they did not give this auto rifle any freaking love, man. It's just embarrassing. Just gonna click it since it's here. Listen, people are overhyping this thing. Once Bolt Charge loses most of its perks, or like anything that increases its damage, and Rolling Storm sucks ass on, except for maybe a few weapons, and the best one is Psycho Pump. Rolling Storm is literally a bait. You're wasting a damage perk on a fucking primary to build up stacks of an ability that you have to use abilities activate unless you're Titan, which Titan can just do it residually anyways. Right now it's cracked because of the mods that just make it absurdly good and make it easy to do. Rolling Storm, absolute cope. I would not touch this anywhere near a day one. That being said, most of its other moves are ass for PvE. Paracausal Affinity, 20%. You could do Paracausal Dragonfly, even though I wish it was like, it sucks that it's Dragonfly. I just, it's disappointing. You could do that for Ad Clear, you know, increase your damage, get that 20%, then do more damage, Dragonfly, yay. Dealing 128 PV. Yeah, like, you could also go target locked, which you could do attrition orbs, target locked, sure. Or you could go onslaught attrition orbs, just to hit targets faster and make a bunch of orbs. I'm gonna be honest, I just feel like there's better weapons to activate attrition orbs. Like, I'd rather use multi-mac. Yes, there's Volt Shot, and maybe you could do some cool like attrition or Volt Shot. I don't like I just don't like Volt Shot on certain weapons, like harder hitting weapons like a hand cannon maybe. When you want to reload anyways, you can kill. But when you're wasting half your clip to get a kill, like in contest mode, and then you reload, and then it just, I like jolting feedback. I know that's not everyone likes it, but after using it for multiple day ones and just having hands-on of it, I really like jolting feedback over Volt Shot. That and Volt Shot kind of worse than incandescent and destabilizing rounds. No, it's not bad. It's just not as good. It's not a unserviceable auto rifle, but it's a 450. Auto rifles in general aren't meta. And if I was going to use an auto rifle, I'm going to use like the Garden's 720 auto rifle with one for all destabilizing rounds. Like, there are better auto rifles that do what you want it to do. This one clearly wants to kill ads. There are better ad clearing auto rifles. Even with like surges, you could get this for the surge, but there's still better weapons in my opinion to fit the surge. Not to say that it's not worth the bacon to have one just in case, but remember, we're going to get tiered loot in the future. I'm not going to waste my time farming for one singular gun that I will probably sit in the vault. It is probably the least likely I'm going to ever touch and use this thing. It's literally Judgement and this. They're going neck to neck. At least the pulse rifle, I do use pulse rifles in like Grandmaster. So there's a chance that I'll actually give it a try, especially for the elemental honing build, because I can also pair it with Hensen's Vengeance, which also benefits from elemental honing. And I kind of wish that this had something to go with it. For PvP, like, it's 450s. They used to be really good. You could go Onslaught, Keep Away, which was the thing back in the day. I think Target Lock Keep Away is going to be the shout, though. If you play controller Zen Moment, I know that Keep Away kind of, I don't know. I like Keep Away better than Zen Moment, but if you really can't aim, then Zen Moment, Target Lock, like that's the role. Tap the trigger. I've just felt like auto rifles don't need tap the trigger. Especially when you build in stability, it feels pretty stable. I remember using it before they nerfed it. It was pretty good. Or you could just go the classic Keep Away Onslaught and just go for a shiny with the crossover. Gravity Well's all right. It's just kind of an ad clear weapon. You could, Volt Shot. Gravity Well's not bad. I would not use Subsistence with any of these, to be honest, because Volt Shot doesn't activate with Subsistence and it doesn't activate Gravity Well. So whatever you do, don't use Subsistence if you're, in my opinion, at all on this auto rifle, because unless you're going to use Crossing Over. But if you want to take advantage of Gravity Well, don't use Subsistence. It's just it's just dead. But yeah, that's it. That's your prophecy weapons that you're going to see. Right to the 9, right there, ladies and gentlemen. Again, most of this is easy to skip. I would go for a shotgun. The hand cannon's mid. Prosecutor's mid. Relentless, I'm interested just for elemental honing and Firefly. Outside of that, it's not. I don't see me spending a lot of time unless I have really bad RNG. I kind of wish they brought the SMG. I feel like they could have changed it to something else. Like, yeah, I just feel like they could have changed it to something else, a different element, and made it more saucy. But that's it. That's where we're at. Hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. As always, continue to watch the videos. Even if you're a hater, I will farm you. It doesn't hurt my feelings, but I know I upset you because I continue to farm you, which makes me happy. Really. If people haven't realized that when people are assholes to me, I have no problem being an asshole back online, and because it does not hurt my feelings at all. But I absolutely do piss people off, which makes it funnier because they want to be mean to me, but they fail every time. The only time I got pissed off is when someone starts using other people to try to get to me, and I'm like, yeah, no. Leave people alone. Just insult me because I have fun with it. At least I have fun with it. Just leave other people out of it. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. This has been your Rights of the 9. Yeah. Man, I don't even think as a new player some of these are worth it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm still going to be farming and playing and collecting some of these for no apparent reason other than I have an addiction. So I'll see you out there and on the morrow. Until next time, don't forget to game out and be the best version of yourself. God, I love Halo music.